What's up everyone, it's Rodder MMABet speaking, bringing the best, most consistent and transparent betting strategy for you. In this video I'll be covering UFC Fight Night 179, the prelims, the main card I have already covered. I'll leave a link to the description. Guys, this is the most consistent and transparent betting strategy. What do I mean by this? I'm keeping my results on the spreadsheet here from July 2020. Has been 200% profit. From the start of this channel, I'm also breaking down in this high, medium, and low confidence bets. You guys can see out here the profit. Everything's recorded in the video. I'll just hover over real quick here. This is in a monthly basis. How did I do in July, August, September, and now how I am on October in terms of this confidence levels that I set. Okay. If this is new to you, there's an introductory video that I'm explaining everything. And onto the fights and how you guys can read this. Basically, in these red colors mean that I'm having low confidence bets on these guys here, which have these odds, and this is how much I'm betting. Okay, so bear with me. I'm gonna be breaking down the prelims now, and you guys can have a wrap up in the end of the video. Okay, so for those that follow my channel, I apologize for the late video. I've been quite occupied this week. So hopefully I'll be able to upload more for the next card. So right into it. So Tagir and Ulanbekov versus Bruno Silva. It's an interesting fight, guys. Actually, I was pretty high on Ulanbekov. To me, has a great advantage on the feet, especially Bulldog. He's quite short in range. He's not the best striker. Kind of likes to bull rush, crash the distance to get inside, to try to bring the fight to the ground, and he wants to clinch and whatnot. It's tough to go against Ulanbekov because Ulanbekov is great, in timing his opponent's in. He has power, so he can kind of stop you in your tracks. Also, the sambo wrestling is there, so it's very tough to take him down and tough to hold him down. That's why I'm quite confident on Ulanbekov. Now the problem that on the weigh-ins I didn't like much the way he looked, whereas Bulldog looked pretty solid. So I think the best here is to stay out of this fight, guys. And if you like Bulldog on this fight, he probably has a chance because, like I said, he can put the pressure. He has a great top game. And I think at plus 250, sorry, on Bulldog's already worth a bet. So if you want to bet this fight, I would advise to go for the underdog, Bulldog. But if not, stay out of this fight, but I think the most likely scenario, Ulanbekov is getting a TKO victory. On to the next one, Kelley versus Qaisi. This is a good fight. It's a good matchup actually because these guys are quite similar, despite of the fact that Qaisi actually he's the better wrestler. Maybe not even the better wrestler, but he times those takedowns better, and he likes use his wrestling better in the fights, Qaisi, he's got some Sanda credentials. He's not a bad striker. He kind of times well when opponents comes in. He throws straight punches. He can catch you when you're coming in. But the thing is that if he gets really pressured, he kind of fades a little bit. He leaves his chin up, the hands down, can hit some shots, which I think Kelley can very much do to him. Kelley, he's a tough guy, quite big for the division. He gets inside, he has some power, Once he's inside, he throws his combos, he has good creativity. But the thing is that Kelley, I haven't seen much output on his last fight. Obviously, he fought a tough guy in Kai Kamaka, powerful striker, so it's always tough to do that against a tough guy. So that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of back and forth here. I see Kelley as the favorite, but he has to bring it, to clearly win this fight. If he's gonna kind of, try to play a technical fight against Qaisi can time some takedowns, make it close and whatnot. So the way I see this, I think Kelley has more chances, I'm picking him by decision. But in terms of a bet, I saw the line in Qaisi, coming in, and I see the reason why. When I got to this fight, the line was already at plus 160 on Qaisi. I don't think there's much value there. I would like minimum plus 180 or plus 200 would be nice to get Qaisi in. And but on Kelley, at minus 250 or something is also not worth it. If you can get Kelley at minus 150, maybe, but minus 200, minus 250 on Kelley is also, in my opinion, there is no way to bet like this, So I would advise to stay out of this fight, you know. And in terms of a breakdown, like I said, I think Kelley can put more pressure. He can get inside. He can throw more and get Qaisi a little bit derailed, a little bit wobbly. He can get taken down, but he stands back up, you know. This kind of matchup I'm expecting here. On to the next fight. We have Breese versus KB Bhullar. Guys, this is a fight that I would be interesting very much to break down and bet. But the thing is, I found one video on Bhullar. It was a video, I think, 9 years ago. So it was ridiculously, you know, old video. He didn't look bad at all, you know, sort of good kicks. You know, the guy's super long. And he got some takedowns on the fight. Not bad grappling from top. But, you know, in a single fight 9 years ago, I would expect him to have improved a lot. But I haven't seen, so it's tough to tell. Now, Breese, probably you guys know him. He's a great boxer, you know. I like his boxing style. Basically, you know, he's good in throwing body shots. He also likes to throw long punches. But the thing is that eventually he makes some mistakes, even on the boxing, you know. Even though he likes to fight behind the jab, eventually he finds he has some mistakes, you know. And also in the inside, he's not the best fighter. He kind of keeps trying to box, you know, throw these shots, you know, over the top over the head of the opponent like a boxer, you know. He doesn't use much uppercuts. He doesn't use the knees or elbows, you know. So he's a boxer fighting in MMA with the grappling, you know. He's also a great grappler, long limbs. Now, a critique that I had on Breese was kind of he seemed a little bit outsized and he lacked a little bit power in the middleweight division, but he looked so solid in the weightings. It looks like he's put a ton of muscle, you know. He looks, you know, pretty, you know, stocky. So I don't know, maybe Breese should be the favorite here, you know. But Bhullar also looks big and looks long for the division. Has some wrestling probably. And he's not going to be a fool in this fight. He knows that Breese is a great boxer. So he's probably going to try to use kicks. Eventually he may try to take Breese down upon the cage, you know, to nullify the BJJ and whatnot. So it's a tough one, guys, because I haven't seen much footage and much information. But I'm picking Breese by TKO. And this is wrong here, okay? Don't mind about this. And I'm not betting this fight, okay? So Tracy Cortez versus Stephanie Egger. Again, one more fight that I haven't seen much footage. I saw two videos on Egger. She's quite big. She likes to move forward. She likes to take down, take the mount, you know, goes for heavy ground and pound from there. She can also grapple a little bit. And but it was two videos which she finished both of the girls in the first round. Now Cortez, she's a young, you know, fighter. She's coming up from the flyweight, which I didn't think that she was that big, but she's getting to the bantamweight against a very big Egger. And Cortez, on the stand-up, she's quite off, you know. Her time is a little bit off, chin is up, she gets hit quite a lot, you know, very cleanly, which can be dangerous against a girl like Egger. Plus, Cortez has some takedowns, she has good grappling, you know, she can take some of girls back like she did against Agapova. But I'm not sure she's gonna be able to do that against Egger, you know, and I'm not sure because, again, I haven't seen much video, unfortunately, but I think Egger, the skills kind of nullify. I think Egger actually has the advantage on the feet, and I think from the top, it's definitely Egger. She's very big, very heavy, and those ground and pound strikes are just nasty. So it's quite a confident pick on Egger, and I'm betting 1.5% of my money on her, okay? On to the next fight, we have Rodrigo Nascimento versus Chris Daukaus. So Nascimento, or his nickname is Colmeia, he's a very young, you know, heavyweight, 27 years old, heavy-handed guy, you know. He looks big for the divisions, probably 6'4", 6'5", you know, guy, so those big hands, big arms, you know, so he has this natural power. He also very calm despite the age, you know. He's super calm, controlled aggression, you know, puts pressure on you, pulls back, you know, lands the strike. He's strong on the body lock takedown, you know. He has good attack submissions. So Nascimento, I think he's the most has the most chances here. Now Daukaus, when I first saw him, I was totally not impressed with the guy because he looked very slow to me, you know, nothing impressive. But I kind of liked what I see on his fight against Parker Porter. He moved pretty well. he cut these angles, he waited for the shot, he cut the angle, he fired the combos right after, He also showed some clinch game there, timed well, put the guy against the clinch, then he got out. So pretty, great performance there, did pretty good job technically. So I'm kind of, I would like to bet Nascimento, but Daukaus showed some potential there, so I don't want to risk, on a steep line. I think Nascimento is minus 250 or something, I don't think it's much value there. Now on Daukaus, I think it's too much a tough test against Nascimento. Nascimento has the power, has the size, has the grappling, has the technique on the feet. I'm quite kind of back and forth, even though I think Zé Colmeia is more effective. But Daukaus can, outland him and can surprise. So I'm staying out of this fight in terms of a bet. But the pick is Nascimento by TKO. Youssef Zalal versus Ilia Topuria. This fight, guys, I'm sorry that I took some time to upload this video, because once I saw the potential on Ilia Topuria, I kind of, I liked, and I liked the line on him, so I gotta bet myself on Topuria at plus 150, I think, so I'm pretty happy with the bet. Now he's climbed down to plus 120, I think, and I see the reason why. So Topuria, super aggressive guy, he used to be just like a grappler. The first fight I saw, his strike was kind of off, pretty bad. But on the next fight that I saw, I don't know if it was exactly the next bout that he had, but the guy was really not there. You know what I'm saying? Pushing forward. Heavy shots. Both to the head, those body shots to the liver, nasty. Really great power there. So against Youssef Zalal, very talented fighter. He's gotten a hype himself in the UFC, young guy himself. Both of these guys super young, very well-rounded, super calm guy. Finds like a veteran, use creativity. He can go for technical strikes, like more straight punches, this kind of stuff. When he gets the opponent against the fence, he goes flying knee, he goes spinning kicks. Very effective guy. Also from the top, he can grapple. Has good takedown defense, quite long for the division, long limbs. So guys, this is an excellent fight. It's a high-level fight, of two young guys, up and coming fighters. Now, to me, Topuria has the power. He's a little bit size over Zalal, and he has the aggression. Zalal, obviously, he fights very well on the counter, but against a guy like Topuria, it's not easy. The guy has so much power, like I've been saying. So the way I see, if Topuria comes on top of his game, he's the favorite in my opinion. But if he kind of feel too much jitters and this kind of stuff, which can happen, then Zalal obviously will not let anyone down. He'll come on top and he will make his fight. Still, I see some value on Topuria. I got a bet, like I said, at plus 150. So my pick is Topuria by TKO. I think he's a solid guy enough to keep his head cool and bring the fight to Zalal. But I do see Zalal some chances, obviously, especially on the decision, okay? I don't think Zalal can TKO him, even though he can land a flying knee or something and then maybe catch a submission. But I think the most likely scenario is Topuria, getting the fight to him, edging him either on a TKO, like I'm saying, or a decision. Or if you like Zalal, go for decision on Zalal, in my opinion, okay? Else, I don't think it's worth to bet Zalal straight on this fight, so my advice is to stay out of it. Now, there are some fights that I haven't covered, guys. I'm sorry again, because the event's about to start and I haven't watched everything, but I still wanted to share for those that follow me. So appreciate you guys' support. So just to wrap up, the bets that I'm making is Stephanie Egger. I'm throwing 1.5% of my money on her. Then I have Makwan Amirkhani on the main event, 1% of my money. I have Sanhagen, 2.5% of my money. I have Alan Baldo in 1% of my money. Those lines, okay, pay attention on the line, obviously, because this is the line that I got. I have Marcos Perez at 2% of my money, and now, like I said, Ilia Topuria, 2.5% of my money. Okay, so guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe, share with your friends, and stay tuned for the channel. And hopefully I'll be able to upload these videos earlier for the next time. Okay, until there, this is Roller MMA Bet, bringing the best, most consistent and transparent betting strategy for you.